welcome back. Today we are going to make a super delicious, hopefully, because I've never made this recipe before, Reuben soup. So, let's get started, because I know that it may sound a little odd. I love Reubens though, and I just feel like this soup is going to be great. And just a little backstory, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I made corned beef and it is a little too salty. And so putting it in a soup is going to mellow out the salt, because it'll bring salt to the whole dish. And that's just one way I like to fix things whenever, one way or another, something messes up. Today being a salty corned beef. So, between that and it being with everyone else, we have, what do we have going on? It's January 3rd, and we have Jarred Up January, we have No Spin January, and in the Homesteading Housewives case, we have Jar Up the Freezer to make room for another beef cow January. And no spend. So that's what's happening over on my channel. Everything that is in the freezer that can be canned up is going to get canned up. I have ground chicken, ground turkey, whole turkeys, and then of course beef. Oh, and I also have deer. And then I also have fruits that I partially processed, but they need to be canned up or dehydrated. I have frozen vegetables that I got on sale or were given to me, and they need to be dehydrated or canned. So all that stuff is going to get done over the next couple weeks. So I say that to tell you that we're using frozen coleslaw to go with our soup. Traditional Reubens are done with sauerkraut, but I make mine, and I have a video on my Reuben sandwich with my home canned corned beef. I'll leave that link above. I make slaw, and then I put the slaw on it, and it is just, it is so good, because you have a slightly sweet with the slaw. You have a slightly sweet with the slaw, and then you have the flavors, the kind of salty of the corned beef, but not too salty, not like today. The salty of the corned beef, and it just makes it marvelous. It's just marvelous. And then you have the rye bread. But I'm going to use that concept and put in slaw instead of sauerkraut. Plus, I don't have sauerkraut, and I do have slaw, and it's in the freezer and it needs to be used. So, to my one onion that I have now sauteed for about 10 minutes in about 2 tablespoons of butter, I'm going to add, there's 1, and 2, there we go. You want about 2 cups. Now, another reason you would want to do it in this type of application, a frozen slaw mix, is once you thaw it out, it is not going to be the same consistency as if it was fresh, obviously. So, doing it this way, putting it in a soup, you're going to cook it down anyway. So you're not going to notice that it doesn't have the same texture as fresh. So it's just a way to where if you see them on sale, you can stock up on them and then use them in soups and whatnot. So, get that good to go. And once that comes back up to a bubble, I'm going to add in a cup of chicken stock, or this is turkey stock. I'm not using all of it. I'm using 1 cup, and the rest is going to go in a pot pie, pantry style, tomorrow. So I will bring you back here very shortly. So this has all heated up, so we are going to add in a cup of this turkey. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Now we're only adding a cup because we're adding a lot more cream than we are this. So get that. We're going to have that heat up real nice. And then we'll add in our corned beef which I'm just going to kind of shred. It's already cooked. And then also the cream. I am going to add a little bit of pepper, but I am not adding any salt. I do not think this dish will need salt at all. At all. That corned beef was. Okay, so my corned beef is leftovers, and like I said, it was just too salty. I let it reduce down too much is what it was in the crock pot, and so this is how I'm going to rectify it being too salty. So I'm just kind of dicing it. I'm getting rid of any of the fat because I don't want the fat in my soup because I don't want to have to take it out, because I know some people eat fat. My mom loves fat. I don't eat fat, like chunks of fat. So that is not going in my soup. And it's pretty. I mean, I ate it last night, and I ate some on it this morning. It wasn't that big, and it was from earlier this year. It was maybe 2.5 pounds, I guess. And then, like I said, I ate on it a little bit last night and then this morning. So, besides that little bit I ate, the rest is going in the soup. I would say you could probably use, like just a can from the store. I'm not sure how much meat is in them, though. I've never bought them. I've canned my own, but I've never bought store-bought corned beef. So get that mixed around, and again, since it's cooked, all we're doing is heating that through. I am going to add some celery seed, just because I don't have fresh celery to put in there. Okay, and then last but not least, the cream. You could use half and half. I never have half and half on hand because you like heavy cream. So 1 and 2. Get that mixed in, and now all we're doing is heating it up, and then we'll melt some Swiss cheese in it, and we'll be ready to taste test to see if it mellowed out the salt and if it needs any other spices. Okay, so this has come up to a boil, and then I reduced the heat a little and let that simmer for about 10 minutes, just until everything was heated through and married. And now we're going to get ready and taste it, because I don't know whether I want to add the cheese now or use the cheese as a topping. We'll see where we're at. Oh my goodness. The flavor, it's like you're eating a Reuben sandwich. That may not sound appetizing, but oh my gosh, that is delicious. I am going to use the Swiss cheese as a topping, so let's go ahead and get this plated up. Okay, so I started putting the Swiss cheese on it and then realized that the camera wasn't on. So I'm topping it with Swiss cheese, and before my camera dies, we're gonna mix it in and see what this tastes like. Alright. Got some corned beef, got some cabbage, some onion, and some cheese. Oh my goodness. This is so good, guys. I don't know. I may actually like this more than the sandwich. And the best part, this has so little carbs in it. We didn't use any thickener, and I don't think it needs it at all. We didn't use any thickener, and we didn't use any bread. So the only carbs you have in this is the tiny bit that you get from cream, the tiny bit that you get from onion, and then I think cabbage has a carb in it or something. It's not very much. That's it. That's it. This is like, this is one of the best low carb soups I've had in a while. This, oh, it's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go so I can chow down. And I hope you guys, I had to have another taste. I hope you guys try this for yourself. You will not be sorry. So, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.